Hey there, you're watching the A.D.K Rock and Metal channel. I am Dave Does, and today I am doing another reaction stroke review of a band called Bizarrekult, and the song is called Drøm, featuring Lina from Predatory Void. Now, I don't know anything about this band. This is the first time checking out, which is always lovely to do. We do thoroughly enjoy checking out brand new acts and finding out if they're going to make it into our favourite lists. You never know. But obviously the one thing I will do is then it's a first time review, first time reaction, so I have got no kind of background on them as far as concepts, formats of the band, genres, so it's completely blind. The way I do this video will be playing it from start to finish, no pauses, no interruptions, and I will talk about it and break it down at the end into two elements, which is going to be the audio aspect, i.e. the song, and the video aspect. So yeah, let's get into this. It is 4 minutes and 53 seconds, so let's get going.
Desert
Okay, there we go. Bizarrekult and Drøm. Okay, let's see where I can go with this. So this is a genre that's not my it's not my strength. Let's put it this way. So it's not something I listen to on a day-by-day basis. Kirk would be the better person from the channel to articulate this, but genre-wise, I'm gonna go with melodic death metal to a degree. It could be blackened melodic death metal, maybe. It's kind of hard for me to kind of really pinpoint this down, but because there is elements of this that remind me of bands like Dark Tranquillity, for instance. Sort of earlier Dark Tranquillity. So and there are elements of this that I really like. Now, vocally, it's always going to be a difficult one for me because this is my least favourite style of vocal delivery, apart from pig squeals and blah. That just infuriates me, and there's an instant 0 score if I hear that in any kind of metal band. If you submit a video for review and it's got pig squeals in it, you're getting a 0, mate. But preferential choice, I guess. But I have to be honest, the music captivated me enough that I actually didn't mind it. By the end of it, I was really not thinking too much about the vocal delivery. I have no idea what was being said. Because I never take the time. The thing with a lot of the time, you need to put the lyrics up in front of you when you're doing these sort of videos so that you can follow. But I find that if I'm reading the lyrics, I'm not watching the video. You need to watch it multiple times. So what I really want to do with these is first impressions. This is what for me is all about. Is unless I'm doing a detailed review, first impressions. Does this song captivate me? Does it take me down? So musically, it does. Also remind me a bit of like Helion or Sol Negra as well. That's another one I would say. Because there's doom elements in there, which I like a bit of doom in my music. Some earlier Paradise Lost, maybe Gothic, for instance, would be a good example again. And yeah, so for me, listening to this, I really like the theatricality and the transitions of the song. You've got this almost semi-industrial tone, repetition of riff at the early part of it, whilst you've also got this orchestral element coming in later on, which is very sorrowful. And it does. You've got this element of it almost feels like a two-part song. You've got this anger early on in the song, this aggression, and then you've got this sorrow and sadness in the second half. And the video for that matches it really well. So let's talk about the video. Now, this is obviously a storytelling video, which I love. Absolutely love storytelling elements. I can always find holes in storytelling elements that I would kind of nitpick because I do it on my own videos as a videographer myself. However, and the amount, like every single video I've ever put out for a band, I can look back at it and go, oh, these are the things I wish I'd done differently, but you miss it at the time of filming, etc. Or the video has a deadline, you put it out, and then you realise a couple of weeks after it's out, you're like, oh, I wish I'd just tweaked that. But really, these would be nitpick question marks that I would need to go back and rewatch the video again to see if I've answered those early on. Like what there's a couple of things but let's talk about what I really liked about the story. So it's a great story. It takes you from the lady in captivity. She escapes. There's this thing in her bed where she's reliving her escape. What I'm not quite sure, maybe I missed it, maybe my head was wandering at the time, was how did she escape the gunman part? I didn't quite get past that. I think I need to watch it again just to kind of fill the little holes. There's a couple of there's either some plot gaps in this story that I need to answer. So she escapes for a long period of time before she takes that thing off, and she takes it off easily. She gets her manacles off her legs quite easily. But why wait so long to take them off? Why wouldn't you take them off in the place to make it easier to escape? That was my kind of, how did she get these off? Because this has been holding her. Obviously the chains on the wall, she forced those off. Makes complete sense. She didn't have a dress on in the place, but she managed to get it. So I didn't see quite, maybe I missed it again. Was it hanging up somewhere? Did she get that? Because when she's running through the woods, suddenly she's clothed. Which, yes, you'd want that in the video. You can't have her just running around half naked. But the transition point from her being, because she was shackled, how did she get dressed? She was shackled up, she was in the hut, shackled, she had that bit around her collar, and you could see obviously sort of side breast and her back, and then suddenly she got off the thing, and then she's running through the woods and she's dressed, and I'm like, but you were shackled, how did you get your dress on? The little things like that are the little bit nitpickies that I kind of want to know in the story of how did that happen, how did it get to it. And was this oversight? But as a whole, though, the video itself, I really liked how it was shot. Some really nice angles. Like the use of, obviously they've got these woodland shots. You've got these kind of close-ups looking up the tree using the and the cinematography of it. So you've got this really nice sharp focus with a bit of blur in the background. Really nice. So yeah, lots to say. Real positives in there. Just some little plot points in the story that I would like answered, but to be honest, if Kirk and Andy were doing this with me, neither one of them would have put that up, and they would have not mentioned it at all. It's purely me. As a videographer point of view, I would pick that up, but I think the general viewer, it's absolutely fine for. It's not going to be picked up at all. But it is the sort of thing I do. But yeah, really liked it. Now, would this be enough to convince me to listen to the music as a whole? The problem is vocally, it's not my vocal style. It's absolutely nothing wrong with the vocals. For this particular genre of music, it's absolutely fine. They sounded good for this genre. It's just not what I really listen to. I do listen to some heavier stuff. I listen to Obituary, but it's all kind of classic, older sort of stuff. So I don't mind a bit of the growly sort of stuff, but I'm more of a clean vocal delivery person myself. But sounded very cool for what it is. And yeah, it's a band to go and check out, Bizarrekult. Definitely gonna have to check them out further for more videos in the future. And see if it can become a band that I will get into, but you never know. But if you've never heard them and this is your first time checking them out, go check them out on all their socials and enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the video sometime very soon. Take care.